Welcome back to the show. We're moving from one important subject matter to another that's affected a lot of people nowadays in schools in the Peel region, outside of your door. And joining us today is the Acoustic Opera, Dave and Blake. Thank you so much for coming, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Now, the Acoustic Opera, this is something that's really unique that's taking place right outside of our door, like I had mentioned. Tell us about the Acoustic Opera and what you guys do about anti-bullying.
Well, the Acoustic Opera is a 1-hour show for elementary school students that Blake and I put together about a year ago now. And it's a show that we take to schools, yes, in Peel Board and across the province. And what we do is we weave music and storytelling and dance into a 1-hour presentation that teaches students the power of communication and appreciation.
Wow.
And so we hope that in doing that, we help to put an end to the bullying that's going on in schools. Yeah.
And Blake, why is bullying, I mean, we hear about it a lot these days. We hear a lot about the negative repercussions, the consequences of it, but why is it so seemingly so much bigger now than it was 10, 15 years ago?
I think it's seemingly so much bigger because of the power that kids have to communicate now. They can reach so many more people, and it's not even just because of things like Facebook and the internet. It's just because everyone can communicate quickly with so many. Kids are doing that too, and we hope that we're going to the schools teaching them how to communicate from a positive point of view, so that when they reach so many people as they grow up, whether it's in person or on the internet, they're blasting people with positive messages. They're communicating effectively, and they're leaving people intact, as opposed to hurting someone without even realizing it, because sometimes kids don't even realize that they're hurting someone. They might be bullying someone, and they're reaching a lot of people now.
Right.
So Dave, this is a really ambitious project that you guys have taken on here, and I really commend you for doing so. Why is this so important to the two of you? Have you been affected by bullying yourselves?
Well, Blake and I talk about this all the time, actually, and the reality of it is that when we were in school, and we grew up, separately, we didn't know each other till a few years ago, but neither one of us were really bullied, I guess. Where we picked on once in a while, sure. We both grew up, singing in choirs, and I was a Highland dancer for a while. So,
Music.
we were music geeks and sort of ran in those circles. At the same time, I wouldn't say that we were bullied. So I think that puts us in a position to really help out, and we know that it's going on all over the place right now, and so and that's also why, I mean, we know it's an anti-bullying program, but we love just to talk about how we teach communication and appreciation, and
like that.
really approach it from the positive angle, as opposed to don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. It's here's what you can do. Yeah.
And how's the response been? I mean, you guys do a song and dance kind of thing, rather than a professional speaker coming in, which you guys also are, but just standing in front of a mic and talking for 30 or 60 minutes. What has this been like?
The response is hilarious.
How so?
great.
Like, for example, we wear these tuxedos on purpose solely to catch students off guard. I mean, it's warm in these things, and we'll be presenting in June, and we're like, why are we wearing a tuxedo?
Sweating.
But when we walk into the school, the kids are like, oh, you a waiter? Or are you a magician?
They have no idea, like what.
And
what
the
we're doing.
response is positive because we've designed the program so that the first half of the show is, it just engages kids. They're wondering what's happening, what's going on. Even the teachers are like, why are we bringing them in? Who are these guys? And then the second half allows us to really bring them in and ask them bigger questions and have them share some big ideas, because we've spent 30 minutes getting rapport with the audience just because we're being goofy, we're dancing, we're singing, we're making fun of ourselves a little bit so that they realize it's okay to do the same, and we empower them to get excited that we're all a little bit weird.
Well, I think you guys are onto something here.
Yes.
Now, you're actually going to be performing for us in just a few seconds. What can we expect, Blake? Oh, sorry, Dave.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is actually, and this is important to sort of set this up, because you need to imagine that there are 200 grade 4s and 5s and 6 students sitting in front of us, and also understand that they don't really know what we're about to do.
Right.
And a lot of them, aren't necessarily exposed to opera or classical music. And so what we do is we start the show off with a familiar sound, so an acoustic guitar. And actually, if we were in a school gym, I'd also have like a percussion instrument to play some percussion with the guitar. And so they're sort of clapping along and enjoying the beat, and then I start singing opera. And their faces go from this to
All right.
to that.
Sounds
So
good.
that's,
Can't
what,
wait.
that's what you're going to see now.
I would like
Great.
our face to do the same thing. And I want to thank our guests as well for being on the show today. Learned a lot, took a lot away. Really inspirational show all around.
Absolutely.
All around. So Blake, grab your guitar there. We're going to get the acoustic opera to perform. And again, we'll be back tomorrow for more daytime. But until then, here is the acoustic opera performing for you now. Take it away, guys.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. Non c'entrai farfallone amoroso, notte e giorno ritorno girando, delle belle per panto e riposo, narcisetto baroncino d'amor. Delle belle per panto e riposo, narcisetto baroncino d'amor. Non c'entrai farfallone amoroso, notte e giorno ritorno girando, delle belle panto e riposo, narcisetto baroncino d'amor. Delle belle panto e riposo, narcisetto baroncino d'amor.
That was great.
Thank you so much,
Thank
guys.
you.